When I first did that video, I caught so much flack. So much flack. Everybody like, nah, bro, don't believe him. She a clout chaser. She did that right there for a reason. If you go check Blase Blase, they got videos up. They do this every weekend type of thing. And I was like, nah. Because when I watched the video, anybody who watched that video who truly got a heart, it's certain times in that video that make you be like, if you was a real nigga in the crowd, you gonna be like, nah, bro, what the hell, what's going on over here? Nah, bro, she done said stop by 30 times. But wasn't nobody there. Security wasn't there. Her friends wasn't there. The spectators wasn't there. And to be honest with you, from my opinion, I don't think that he knew that she was recording, honestly. He might have knew about the ring that was attached to her phone so she couldn't put it down. But I don't know if he knew that it was recording the whole time. Because you got certain times when the phone was pointed down. But like back to what I was saying though, when he took off into that room, when I heard it in that video, I caught it. I knew something was different from the volumes, like, and then for the lawyer to come out now and say that he took her into a back room that everybody knew wasn't no cameras, and you got 1/4 of security, which means if it's supposed to have been 40 security guards there, it was like 12. So it was nobody there to walk around and make sure that things was in order and people was acting right, and the people who worked were kicked out. It wasn't that night. And you think these guys or whoever he came with, or if he came by himself, I don't know, but whoever, this guy who did this, I ain't finna say his name, but the guy who did this, he knew that he had a great opportunity to get away with this. But what he didn't know, that she was gonna go get the rape test. And I gotta give some credit to Jasmine on that. Jasmine went and got the rape test the same night when this happened, or the very next morning. I think it was the same night though, to make sure that whoever did it didn't get away with it. And guess what? They found out who it was. Look where we sitting now. We got the lawyers involved. And now when I said that people was victim bashing, you look back on that video, they were like, yeah, he was kind of right. Yeah, I know I was kind of right. Because you can hear it in the darn live. You can tell that this girl, something was happening to this girl that she did not sign up for that. She could have been with you all night. She could have been drinking with you all night. But when you crossed that line and she said, nah, no, don't do me like that, bruh, it's time to stop. Bruh went way too far with this. And I'm out. It's your boy One Pope, and I'm gonna leave y'all with the videos.
None of our letters were even returned. They did not have the decency to even apologize or reach out to Miss Eiland. So if that's the case, then we're going to file a lawsuit. Especially when we had so many people that worked at Opera and were there that night, reaching out to us, telling us what really happened that night. And what happened is shocking. A very experienced ownership group based out of Vegas has taken over Opera. And from what we hear and what we have reason to believe from our investigation, they had 1/4 the amount of security personnel working on the night of this incident. And this wasn't just a club night. This was a large concert by an international megastar. And they only had 1/4 of the security guards working. Now, is there a problem with it being a hip-hop event? Did they not care? We'll find that out. But we know for a fact all of the security guards were not working, were not paid to work, and they knew this ahead of time because the tickets were pre-sold. Which is why they didn't have the security guards who monitored the crowds to see who's intoxicated or who's out of control and remove you. Which is why they didn't have the security guards to stop this assailant from taking Miss Eiland to an area that was closed and assaulting her again. People people are only looking at the first part of the videotape. Miss Eiland was attacked twice. We have video proving that. So it wasn't just negligence, which is the basis of those lawsuits. This was reckless indifference. This was callousness. This was pure uselessness for patrons in the city of Atlanta on hip hop night. How would you keep your club open or decide to go ahead with the concert knowing you're understaffed? Knowing the dangers that it could put the patrons in. But operated it anyway, and they didn't even want to talk afterwards. Updates on the case so far. Mr. Williams was arrested. He is currently in jail. He was arrested for aggravated sodomy. As many of you have seen, because of the bravery of Miss Eiland coming forward, another alleged victim has come forward and said that she was assaulted in the past by the same individual. Has text messages to prove it, where she's arguing about being raped and being drugged. It's the bravery of Miss Eiland that is allowing other people to come forward. What really has hurt and has been an uphill battle in this case, but we've bravely taken it on, Miss Eiland has bravely taken it on, is what internet trolling and what victim shaming can do to somebody. It drove Miss Eiland almost to the point of taking her life. When you look online and all you see is people shaming you, blaming you, and saying you wanted it and things like that. But we didn't allow that to happen. Miss Eiland said she was going to come forward and stand up and thank the women that have stood up for her, and the men that have stood up for her, and the celebrities that are now coming out and standing up for her. Because this has to stop. Believing a woman, waiting for the evidence, that's fine. But trying to attack someone and shut them up, that's not going to happen. Miss Eiland does have a few words.
Before I start, I do want to say that I don't want to address any of the details of the night in question. I do want to thank all of my supporters and all the other women that has come forward that alleges any sexual assault involving the same gentleman. And as far as the victim shaming and the bullying, I just want to let you guys know that I won't tolerate it. I'm not going to put up with it. And that I'm going to continue to fight. I'm a victim, but I'm a survivor as well. Just want to thank everybody.
To clear up a few facts in the situation, because that is what the typical basis is when people run off with things that they have no idea what's going on. They're totally wrong in their assessment of the facts. Let me show you one, actually a few things. Everyone has questioned how was it that Miss Eiland was able to hold on to her phone while this is going on. It must have been made up. Who would hold on to their phone? As you'll see, her phone has a lock on it. It has a grip around her finger. So while she was filming the incident, she couldn't drop her phone. She wasn't holding on to it for the fun of it. It was hooked to her hand, which is why it's everywhere filming and the video moves around. It's looped to her hand. The police also have possession of this. People have looked at the video of her dancing and screaming and things of that nature. What they didn't realize, if you slow it down, there are different times where Miss Eiland is fully incoherent. Eyes rolled to the back of her head, and then she's assaulted. This wasn't some willing participant agreeing with what was going on. If you watch the video and you slow it down, you can see she has totally lost consciousness at large parts of this incident, which allowed this to happen. which was a major violation by the club. Mr. The assailant was allowed to carry her away to a back room. You see, this is him carrying her. Carrying her through the crowd, fully tucked as she's passed out, carrying her away. Now, per club policy and per every standard in the industry, security intervenes if a person is too intoxicated or drugged or inebriated. They take possession of the person. You don't carry someone out of the club. But yet, this was allowed to happen because they did not have security there. That's the failures of this club. That's the failures of this club. And lastly, once again, to get this situation off of everyone focusing just on the dance floor scene. This, ladies and gentlemen, we've had professionally subtitled, is the back room in opera on their patio, which you are not supposed to be in. This is not on the dance floor. This is in a dark room in the patio area, which we've already talked to former employees that you're not supposed to be out there. At the end, you'll hear someone come running out there saying, "Hey, stop." Unknown man finally comes and says, "Stop." This is not on the dance floor. This is where he carried her to afterwards. I saw his statement saying he carried her to her seat. That's a lie. He carried her to this darkened area where we also have reason to believe the security cameras weren't working. So thank God she was on Facebook Live. So it was two incidents, not just the dance floor situation. So that's the danger of the club. Everyone wants to say, "Oh, you're just looking to sue somebody." That is not accurate. I'm looking to prevent this from happening to another young lady or young man in this city again.